place to stop, then Desert Center, pretty much the place that time forgot. This is the place where in 1921, this guy named Desert Steve Ragsdale came out here and decided that he wanted to build somewhere in between Los Angeles and Phoenix where people could come, they could get gas, they could get sustenance, they could get room and board. He was so certain of his success here at Desert Center that he even put ads in local magazines and newspapers. He'd say, listen, come out to Desert Center. We'll give you free room and board on any day that the sun does not shine, which I can imagine was maybe, well, probably never, yeah. Things went well, off and on throughout the years. There's a post office over there, there's a huge family cafe. This is the gas station that promotes 24-hour service from both sides of the highway, and yet it is always closed. Things ended up not going so well. The place fell into disrepair as you rode down these barren streets. It's pretty weird with schools that have windows that are shattered and weird tractors broken down all over the place. After an infidelity scandal sent old Steve up into the hills, he gave all of his real estate holdings in Desert Center to his 3 sons. Now, Steve died in 1971, and shortly thereafter, his son Stanley kind of filled his quirky shoes. In the 1990s, he planted a series of palm trees along Interstate 10, hopefully to entice people to get off the road and enjoy Desert Center. He called them his tree ring circus. But when Stanley died in 1999, he left no one in charge of the palm trees. So these weird formations, the triangular formation, the circular formation, they basically just went to rot. Now all that's left are these weird stumps and these weird formations and these trunks lying on the ground. And it's kind of a spooky sight to see as you're driving. It's an eerie reminder of a dream that just went completely bust. Supposedly in November of 1952, Adamski and a group of friends were walking through this desert and they saw a saucer flying through the air. And George, thinking that they had visited to see him personally, went out into the desert by himself, thank you very much, and he came across this guy who looked like a Nordic man. He had blonde hair and tan skin. The guy introduced himself as a Venusian named Ortolan. Where's this information coming from? Wikipedia? So our friend Mr. Adamski saw a lot of UFO activity in this area, and he documented that activity in a series of photos and films that many scientists had problems believing. Some people thought they were elaborate hoaxes, while many others, especially like in the film industry, special effects, thought they were 100% the real thing. Eventually, Adamski's reputation was tarnished by the things he said, not necessarily the things that he would show people about his interactions with the aliens. It's interesting that you have these kind of weird palm trees and these weird formations that could potentially be seen from the sky in an area that has so much UFO activity. Is it a coincidence?